actually built the tower from the beginning.
Small Statue of Liberty.
The Eiffel Tower was not something of lasted 10 years. And so in 1880s, the French state decided, have you ever heard about him? The Emmanuel Macron. We don't say Macron, we say Macron. Like that, Macron. In real French.
This is our requisite photo stop at the Eiffel Tower. A lot of interesting Asian women here. Really cute, and they're all modeling. This is one outfit I thought was pretty good.
Napoleon wanted to turn Paris into a Roman city. He built, I'm going to show you other buildings that he commissioned that look like Roman temples. So he wanted also to walk. So on 14th of July on the cafe, cinema, shops,
starts with the Arts of Triumph.
Local brand and international.
Aux Champs-Élysées, au soleil, sous la pluie, à midi ou à minuit, il y a tout ce que vous voulez aux Champs-Élysées.
Hi Anna and Madeline, it's Mr. Steve and Miss Jane. We're at the Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris, and Miss Jane is wearing the wonderful bracelets you did, and we thank you so much. Morning included walking tour. No, actually it's the panoramic tour of Paris, and we got off the bus for about 20 minutes to see Notre Dame. This is the side. You can see where all the damage is, and there are workers up there working. Such a shame. Grand Palais.
Here you see to the right at the former French president Charles de Gaulle, this statue here. It was extremely tall, very tall. Here, just to the right here. You see like bronze statue. Yeah. So yeah, here to the right, the Grand Palais. Grand Palais. And to the left, the Petit Palais. Today they house museums. Very beautiful art museum painting, French painting, Italian painting and sculptures, temporary exhibitions. Look at all the columns. The buildings built at the beginning of the 19th century were neoclassical style building, which means that they look like Roman buildings. That was very trendy, all this Roman style architecture. This one is considered the nicest one. The Invalid, yeah, we will go there later. Yeah, it's definitely one of the highlights of Paris, the Invalid. So this bridge was also built now for the World's Fair. And it was also, the reason why it's called Alexander the Third Bridge is because it was meant to commemorate the friendship between Russia and France. Hence,
you can see all the damage that was done. It's really a horrible
that it is built on the water.
1875.
When the architect and the builders were digging to build this magnificent monument, they find Osbo Lake from the Seine River. And so they decided to put the water in the container to make it stable along the river. See again how the driver is going to make it. Wow.
Courtyard for the
Bravo.
Which at one time was
Bravo.
a palace.
Good job.
Really?
Oh my God. So each king who lived here added a different part, an additional part. This is why it became so big. Look at all this building. Was a royal palace, and today it's a museum. During the French Revolution it was turned into a museum in 1793. But it is the most visited museum in the world, with 10 million visitors last year, 2019, it reached the top. To the right, oh, we just passed it, but you still see it from here to the right, a building with a dome. This is called the French Institute. It includes academies, Academy of Science, Academy of Literature. The building to the right of the tower is a conciergerie. It was part of the royal palace, or the city palace. For centuries, the city island was the seat of power and the residence of the French king. And so the part of the building which was built there, the part that you see along the long building, became a prison. And during the French Revolution, Marie Antoinette was put in jail there for 2 months before she was taken to the Concorde Square to be beheaded. Further, and then we'll do a break, so you can enjoy the view here and the Notre Dame Cathedral from closer and the city island. So the city island is really, you know, the island. So the city, the Roman city, was built initially here, but it extended along a neighborhood called the Latin Quarter. It was named the Latin Quarter in the Middle Ages, not at the time of the Roman, but it was not a big city. The Roman built like a village. We have found remains of Roman baths. We have found remains of the Roman amphitheater. Was built almost 2,000 years ago. It's just amazing. It's an iconic cathedral. It was built in 1163.
Right near the
It's a masterpiece of Gothic architecture. Anyway,
quarter.
and you see the difference. So here, all these avenues here were built later. So,
where the damage of the Notre Dame was done. We have 20 minutes here. Look around and take some pictures. This is the front. It's closed for many years. Now I'm in the back of Notre Dame. See all the damage to the buttresses. Now going in Square Rue Vianney. Many pretty flowers. This is the Rue de Boucherie, which is Street of Books. Here's all the bookstores, Shakespeare and Company, and others. Stroll through the Latin Quarter. George's Cafe and a crepe for €5. Fish Street, it's one of the narrowest streets in Paris. These are the oldest buildings in Paris. They're the Roman baths. It's on the main street too. This statue is supposed to have good luck if you kiss his foot. It's Montaigne? I think that's his name.
Good luck if you touch the food.
Montaigne.
So we're going to have.
This is the Sorbonne, the University.
at the bottom of the gardens, you're going to see a building that was a royal residence where the queen was actually living. To the 17th century.
17th century is the Senate.
Stone, yes. Yes, here, you know,
This church is the largest church in Paris.
it's a very beautiful church
Another church.
with paintings by Delacroix, one of the most.
It was the hospital.
So inside you see beautiful big tomb of Napoleon.
the two clocks and the names of the cities you can see on the facade on top of the arcades is a way to remember that this train station was used to reach the southwest of France, from Brittany up to the southwest limit, and they used this train station during, let's say, around 30-40 years maximum before closing it because the trains became too big.
Like a PlayStation or something like that, virtual images that you have to fight through, something like that.
What's in the Marais section, so it's the oldest section of the Jewish Quarter. I haven't seen anything Jewish yet. It's called the Sully Hotel. It was a private mansion at one time. It is now a government building for the national group of, here it is, monuments, national group of monuments. How we came in from the street into the courtyard.
Yes, exactly. Yes, the height of the structure of the camera they have to close this window. Oh yeah, this one is
This is King
all the
Square.
royal residence was here.
We've just come out from the other building, the Sully building. Queen's houses were on this side, supposedly.
And once again, it was during a wedding party. The daughter.
King was on this side. The street is basically a shopping street with jewelry and boutiques, spas. There's a Gore-Tex store, synagogue, Gimra synagogue. This is Art Nouveau. Built in 1918. Freep store. And apparently everything is €1. I think that's what it says on the sign. You can see the picture, and everybody's looking here. This is like the thrift store. Yep. In these boxes, everything is €1. This is an old sauna swimming pool. Health club at one point. Pictures of people walking down the street. Signifies that there was a synagogue here. They were sort of hidden, and this is the oldest one in the area. Okay.
It looks like an apartment.
Well, now we know we're in the Jewish Quarter. We're all.
Imagine how long is the line.
This is the most famous one. Okay. Is this a famous restaurant on the corner? Eiffel Tower at about 4:40 in the afternoon. Not quite 5 o'clock yet. It'll light up tonight. The tour ended. And now inside St. Paul's Church, which is where we're going to meet her in about 45 minutes. Found this store. Everything in the store appears to be €1. And they've jammed all this stuff in here. It's called Freep, F-R-E-E-P. And you can see the people right here picking away. This man probably has an interesting dress. Really quite funny.
Just taking a couple of days, maybe a week.
UNICEF Christmas
They
market
have the
happening now.
25th of December a day off. It's a bank holiday, and the 1st of January. The famous 26th of December, which is St. Stephen's Day, it's a working day in France. Yes, I know.
He's catching up with us. That's the bicycles. There's the Louvre.
So here on the left, we were talking about that on the way to Le Marais. Here, this is the place where we're gonna have the Christmas market. Now you see they are already preparing it with those little white houses. And you have the first part of the structure of the big wheel. That's gonna be here, yes.
Oh yeah, there it is. This is the big wheel. It's a big Ferris wheel. Right now it's just the frame. That's got a big engine there in the middle. This is the Tuileries Garden, I think. That's what they call it.
So you see here on the left, on the second part of the Christmas market, is the fun fair. And the reason why they are not allowed to have the music, you will see it a little bit further on the right. This is the Marais Hotel. Look through the arches. You will see the beautiful hotel just here on the right. You see with the chandelier. This is a palace hotel, one of the most luxurious of Paris. And here on the right, you will see the street that leads to the Vendôme Square with the column of Napoleon. Left, here is your boat, so we just have to go down a little bit further to reach the parking. So we are at the end of our
Just French women walking across the bridge. Other French people that live here. Friday at 5:10, and we're in Paris. I'm using the Nikon camera just to set the time, and we've got a really nice sunset facing in one direction, and the other direction, there we go, has the Eiffel Tower, which has not lit up yet, but will light up tonight. But I'm doing this to test out the sunset shots with both cameras. And this will go on for about 5 minutes.
Sorry.
It's 9 o'clock. Not the sharpest video. He's getting ready for the 9 o'clock light show that's supposed to take 5 minutes once it starts.
I wish I could get above, please. That is cute. So I thought the hotel was a pretty good deal.
We're getting 5 minutes of sparkling, I understand, but it will change color. Oh yeah.
Okay. We should take a picture of all the people taking pictures.
Yes.
Did it come out?
When the lights come in.
So. You gotta get. Why are we getting it farther?
One come in, one.
Got it.
I think it's going to change color.
What do you think?